Want to qualify to win a Legends Gamer or Legends Ultimate? Participate in the Summer League event and you may be able to do just that. Current Legends Ultimate owners can participate in the 10-week Summer League event starting June 5th, 2020 and ending August 9th, 2020. During that time, there'll be a series of weekend leaderboard events for select games each week. This is a battle to the end. Practice up, make your scores count, and top the charts once and for all, and have a beauty of a prize to show for your hard work. Have fun on the leaderboards, and good luck. All right. Good morning, or good afternoon,
morning,
good evening, and good night. Good morning.
You've been gone 1 week, and you can't remember if it's morning, noon, or night. Oh my god, this show's already headed off to a good start.
No, I was watching the Truman Show earlier, and I keep thinking about good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. So I love that movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it before, Steven.
I have not.
So yeah, guys, sorry. I was pretty sick last week. We couldn't do an episode, but we're here. We're back, and we're ready to. We are ready to rock and roll.
You shouldn't have eaten the pie. I tried to tell you.
Yep. And they say these things come in threes. So like I was sick, and then we're supposed to have Bobby do a nice little pinball broadcast interview for you guys. That's going to be postponed. We'd love to do it next week, but next week my good buddy here, Steven's going to be on a vacation.
Yes, sir.
So we're not going to have an episode next week. So they say it comes in threes. So unfortunately, guys, the pinball interview and all that stuff is going to have to wait 2 weeks. But let's actually take this as a good thing, because 2 weeks from now, they're going to be even further along in the process than they are today. And I can tell you one thing, the amount of materials and things we would have shown you anyway today, we're probably going to be able to show you guys better stuff anyway in a couple weeks. So let's just look at it positively. I know the community really wants to see some good stuff and stuff that adds value, Stephen.
And I heard that the folks over at AtGames are working on ways to get the community more engaged. That was a rumbling that I heard that came across my desk today, that you guys really want to start submitting stuff to us, because there could be some really cool things that are going to be possible. That's all I can tell you.
Well, actually, we can tell them a little bit more about that, Stephen. Let me pull it up here. Yep. So
did you get the authorization?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, we got the authorization, buddy. So
that's awesome.
As you guys know, one of our newer segments, and one of the segments that I personally love, is 5-second memes. Now, we're not going to do 5-second memes today because you're not going to see us for 2 weeks, and we want to make sure these are fresh and hot off the press. But for those who submit 5-second memes to Legend Center, let's say we get 10, 20, 50 of them, and we show them off to you folks. The ones that Steven and I consider the top 3, the most interesting, innovative, and exciting, you will get 5 free BYOG hours for your 5-second meme submission. And not only that, Steven, but if they send us pics of their game rooms for Ultimate Game Rooms, we're going to pick the top 3 game room pick submissions of the week, whether they're funny, innovative, you got your cabinet decorated, or just, hey, check out my awesome setup. You will also win 5 free BYOG hours. Now, in order to submit this to us to qualify for the BYOG hours, guys, you need to send an email to legendcentertv@gmail.com. I don't know if we're able to get that on the screen or not. But yeah, it's legendcentertv@gmail.com. You got to email your meme pick as well as a pick of your game room, and make sure on your email to us, you say, hey, this also is my ArcadeNet ID. That way, if you do win, we can get it over to AtGames and get the BYOG hours added. What do you think about that, Stephen?
I want to know how I get my BYOG. I'm gonna submit some stuff. I mean, I want to get like 100 hours. So how do I?
Yeah.
Can I do this?
Well, we can submit them, but I think we're automatically disqualified as hosts of the
Oh,
show.
you need to get the approval on that. What good are you?
Yep.
This is ridiculous.
N-
You get the approval for
Now,
everybody else, but we get disqualified. I see how it is.
now, community, we need your help.
No, no,
that was
no,
aw
no, no, no.
it looked like you were watching a bird up in the studio. That was pretty funny.
I'm watching.
There's a
Listen,
bird.
I'm watching my hopes and dreams go away for BYOG
They're
hours.
just they're just flying out the window.
You're killing me.
But guys, now there's a super grand prize I want to do, but I need your help. There's a super grand prize I want to do for submitting content to Legend Center. Now I can't tell you what the grand prize is,
I'm
but
listening.
let's just say it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's something that everybody wants. So do me a favor, guys.
It's the
Comment on
pinball.
comment on the AtGames Facebook
I
fan page.
knew it.
Say AtGames, we want PDubs grand prize for submitting content to Legend Center. I want to hear the community voices, and with your help, maybe we can get AtGames to say, let's do the green light. But there's a grand prize that I want to do for submitting content, and hopefully we can get the approval. But guys, let's rise up and let's put the
tell
pressure on them.
PK that it's PDubs grand support. You guys want to win, don't you? That would be the biggest mistake you could possibly do. Is tell them this bozo sent you. That would not be smart. I would not do it. Hashtag Legend Center. Hashtag 5-second meme.
Yes.
Not this
Make sure
bozo.
you guys yeah, but make sure you guys, anytime you want to submit anything on the Facebook fan pages, Twitter, on YouTube, make sure you guys send us a note or tag us in your posts, hashtag Legend Center, as well as, hashtag 5-second memes, or email us, or if it's video of you streaming content that you want people to see, make sure you're letting us know, tag us so we can get you on Legend Center.
All right, let's get on it. It's time to talk. It's time to talk turkey or talk pinball. It's time to talk firmware, isn't it?
Yes, guys. It is time to level up our legends.
Do it. All right. What do we got? A lot of cool stuff. Really cool stuff. So cool, in fact, that you didn't give me the information yet again.
Oh,
you do this to me all the time.
That is absolutely not true.
It says, and I quote, I have it here in 3 pages nonetheless. So he stretches all this stuff out on these pages, and he writes, send over to PDubs for firmware update. Sending it over.
Oh, Steven, you crack me up sometimes, man. Yeah, guys. So we got a big firmware update that went in, firmware 4.30.0. And we definitely wanted to make this a pinball themed show. We definitely wanted to time our pinball interview with this particular announcement because it's all pinball related. Now, what's really cool about this particular update is obviously you do need to be on the latest firmware. And what AtGames has done is they've now released Pinball X, which is a proprietary streaming method of playing pinball games off of their Legends Ultimate ecosystem. Now, what's really interesting about this, guys, is that AtGames is hosting the VPX server. They're making the ability for you to play VPX compatible pinball games easy, because you don't, if anyone knows anything about virtual pinball, I myself, when I read that stuff, Steven, I don't know about you, a lot of it just goes woo over my head. It takes
it doesn't take much.
Guys who design these tables, man, geniuses. You guys are geniuses. And a lot of folks, a lot of independent developers have created tables from the ground up. And what AtGames has done is they've signed contracts, they've officially licensed 4 tables to start out with.
So far.
And keep in mind, guys, this is a beta. There's other tables that could be announced sooner than you think. I know there's a lot of stuff in the works. Steven, you want to let them know what the 4 tables are that are available today for them to stream for free off of the VPX servers. It doesn't count against your BYOG hours, guys. It's free streaming.
I'm looking. I'm looking here. You didn't put it on my notes.
I didn't put it on your notes.
You did not put it on my notes.
It's on your notes. It's on
I
page
see.
1.
I see. Chimmer Beast. What is that?
That's the new leaderboard game that's being
But
added
that's the only pinball I got. Pinhead.
right, but okay, well, right beneath that, Steven, it does
Let me
say
look.
Pinball Add-on X added.
It added
It
a
says
new
there's
feature, and then it goes into new leaderboard games. Dude,
and beneath
who writes this stuff for you?
Oh my god, the table's right there, Steven.
Oh,
Invader. Do you see the table?
I don't see the table. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna have to show him after the show because he thinks I'm
All right.
kidding. He thinks I'm kidding. It's not on here again.
I think you're. Hey man, I don't want to get hit with another cream pie. So
Oh, it's
I sent
coming.
you everything.
It's coming.
All right, guys. So
I wouldn't
for
tease you
instance,
about this.
So Joseph Gofftron, who's known in the virtual pinball space, he provided 3 tables, 2 AtGames, Invader, Skittles, and Texas Poker. And then AtGames is also signed with Orbital Pinball, and they have the Leprechaun King, which is a really
That
fun,
one looks really good.
yeah, it's a more modern-esque table. The ones from Mr. Gofton are fun tables, but they're kind of like older, kind of retro style tables. The Orbital one, Orbital Pinball Leprechaun King, that table is definitely a modern table and definitely a good one to kind of start off with to kind of show you guys what they're trying to accomplish, considering it does have a DMD, active, the active DMD backglass, if you will, as well as a more modern, fast-paced table with some.
I found the tables. They're at the very, very bottom of the page. I was looking up higher. They are there. But no, is this going to work with Al's marquee? Are we going to be able to do the back DMD with that?
Well, not on launch, Steven.
That's
but
fine.
I would love for that to be added. But guys, let's kind of put this in perspective, right? Is the fact that we do know that when the AtGames pinball machine is released, we're going to have access to 22 licensed games from Farsight Studios, plus the ability to stream and play more pinball games. What I like what AtGames is doing is because this is a beta right now, AtGames is committed to working with individual third-party publishers and getting licensed tables added to their ecosystem. And a lot of folks, I don't know about you, Steven. I mean, playing pinball on a horizontal screen on an arcade machine, even if you did a pinball upgrade kit with the buttons on the side, I know a lot of folks might say that's not the best pinball experience. And I'll agree with you. You're still playing pinball, but it's not the best experience. What's really cool is this ecosystem is going to travel to the gamer as well as to their actual pinball machine when the pinball machine comes out in fourth quarter. So think about it, guys. AtGames is going to be adding more and more licensed games. So by the time this thing is released, you might have the 22 included tables plus the ability to stream all of these licensed tables that they've signed contracts for and all that kind of stuff.
I'm one of those people that I see where they're going with it, but I have no desire to play a pinball in my stand-up cabinet, and that's because I have room for a pinball table. I have a room for other pinball tables like you. If you just had a Legends Ultimate, you're going to want to get the most out of it, right? You're going to want to put everything you possibly can on there. And the experience that they did show, since we were kind of privy to that meeting a little bit ago. Yeah, you actually got me an invite this time, sucker. but it was still it was really cool to see where they're going with it.
Yeah, and I think they're doing it the right way as well. So what's cool, guys, is let's just say you happen to be a developer of these VPX tables. You've built tables from the ground up that do not infringe upon any kind of copyrighted materials or things of that nature. What you want to do is you want to reach out to AtGames. You want to reach out to addonx dev at atgames.net. That's addonx dev at atgames.net. Whether you have your own personal tables you've created in the past or things of that nature. And AtGames, of course, will test the games, get them working, get them compatible, and just like these 4 games, host them on their website. So what'll happen is the UCE files will be available for you to download onto your flash drive, just like these 4 games, Stephen.
Yep.
All you have to do is go to their website, download the UCE files, put them on a thumb drive, and run the Add-on X tool. There's going to be an updated Add-on X tool, and it'll make that. We're going to call it, instead of a UCE, we're going to call it a P, like PDubs,
Yep.
pUCE file. And that file, what's cool is you stick that flash drive in, you go to the BYOG tab, and you'll see Pinball X is there, and you can run those officially licensed tables. And they're going to be adding a lot more tables. So I think this is a great way to go. When it comes to folks saying, hey, I want to add my own tables or tables I have on my PC at home, that functionality is not there yet because this is all a beta. And also, even if that does happen, I have a feeling that that's not going to be happening for a while because AtGames is trying to get this whole pinball ecosystem up and running efficiently by the time the actual pinball machine is in our hands.
That's what P stands
And
for. Stands for pinball, not PDubs.
yeah, pinball
Okay.
UCE, P
Okay.
for pinball.
All right. All right. I just want to make. I was sitting here and I'm going, how do you get
Well,
PDubs out of you?
I
You
am a
get another
narcissist,
pie.
so
Yeah, that's the truth. Finally, folks, he speaks the truth. It comes out.
Yeah. So I'm a narcissist. That's what I've been called. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, really good stuff here. And hearing all that, Steven, what are you thinking? Is AtGames doing the right thing by doing this, adding officially? What if by the time the pinball machine launches, they have, I don't know, 50, 100 licensed independent tables for the community to, play? I mean, do you think that's cool?
I
think
think
that's cool.
it's really cool because I am one that doesn't like to play with UCE files. I'm one of those. I want to play a game. I want to turn on the machine. I don't want to mess around with it. If I have my
Mhm.
own games that I want to bring over, which is not a lot, I don't want to spend half the day trying to figure out how to get them and pack them and put them in there. And V Pinball is not the easiest to configure when you're building your own set, machine and everything like that. So when people are doing it,
Yeah.
I want all that legwork taken out from me. I don't want to be doing it. It could be worse.
Yeah.
It could be they could have like a jukebox feature on it, and then I'd really absolutely lose my mind. So I think as long as they don't have the jukebox feature on there, I think we're good to go. You got my stamp of approval.
I have a feeling we'll see the jukebox come around again. That would
What? What?
He's ready to quit. He's
What?
ready to quit.
What?
He's ready.
No. See, me and PK, we got an understanding here. We don't. The jukebox. You want a jukebox? You buy a jukebox. The arcade machine is not a jukebox.
Well, some people like to rock out when they're playing games. Come on.
Of jukeboxes, let's get off this subject. Let's talk about the stability for the audio, the fixes in the audio chat. That's been something that has plagued the last couple weeks because I thought we'd get away from talking about the audio feature because I've only talked about it for the last 4 weeks, and then we didn't have a show last week and we didn't talk about it. But in my head, I was talking about it. But they did a lot of fixes with that, and that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, especially when it records the first person, like the user's voice when you're
Right.
Chatting. Because I'm thinking of streaming purposes, right? So, for instance, you could go on and you could do a voice chat, a 3-way with your friends,
Or a
or
tutorial.
just but then again, what if you wanted to do like a stream on YouTube or Facebook, maybe show people you playing a game as well as showing people tips and tricks? If you use the voice chat feature when it broadcasts, it doesn't transmit your voice, right? It does transmit a guest's voice, but not your voice. So the goal, so I know AtGames is going to have that fixed for us pretty soon, and that'll be really, really cool because a lot of you guys who are aching to stream your content as well as trash talk with your buddies and record it, you'll be able to. So that's coming right around the corner as well. And of course, when it comes,
oh no.
yeah,
Speaking of trash talking,
yes,
last week, because we didn't get to do the show, they released a brand new game that was in ArcadeNet that has now been attached to the leaderboard. No.
Let's move.
Oh no.
Let's just move on, Steve.
So
let it go.
So wait a second.
Go.
No, I got to tell the story here. I got to tell the story. So they asked
PDubs.
They asked PDubs. They said, "Hey, can you do this video of A.K.A. Warriors for us to show how this works?" And PDubs says, "No, I'm busy. Leave me alone." So then I kind of went to Jason. I was like, Jason, I said, I'll do it. He's kind of busy and and I said, as long as he doesn't have a problem. So I went over to PDubs. I said, do you care if I do the video? And he's like, no, go ahead. I haven't got time. So I do the video. So as I start doing the video, wait. As I start doing the video, I start doing a video, and who shows up on the leaderboard? Who shows up on the leaderboard, beating my high score? My high score was like 1,200 because I was just trying to show people how this worked. And I go to the leaderboard in the video. If you go back and watch the video, who shows up on the screen? PDubs. He's too busy to do the video, but he plays the game. Okay? Well, now wait. So then I was like, oh, you're going to play like that, ain't you? So then I went back and I murdered his score and put myself in third place, and he hasn't been able to touch it since. That is what happened.
You did. Yeah. I think it's really cool that AtGames is adding leaderboard compatibility with ArcadeNet games with the extra. There's 50 extra games available to you on your system, guys.
Yes.
All under the ArcadeNet heading. And the first one, A.K.A. Warriors, is a beta, and they're testing capturing leaderboard scores for those games. And I was too busy to make and produce a video. But I thought it would be hilarious if while you were trying to record your video, my score kept beating yours.
Until I did the video, and my score beat yours.
I know, that was hilarious. Like, Steven and I were laughing behind the scenes about that. I was really trying to mess him up, but I failed.
He failed epically.
But do us a favor, guys. Let us know, and also let AtGames know what ArcadeNet game you would like to see next added to the leaderboard.
And controller configurations, because let me tell you, playing A.K.A. Warriors without the spinner is really difficult.
Yeah.
Like, I'd really like to see them implement like Glenn's joystick that he has for Tron, where you can press the button on top. You could have one hand on the spinner to spin your guy instead of using ABC and like maneuver it. You could get higher scores if you could do that, and then use Glenn's stick to fire on top, because in the arcade, Glenn said you had a spinner with a button on top. So, So AtGames, if you can make that happen, that would be phenomenal, and I think that game would get a lot more gameplay, because it is very, very difficult getting, like I said, if you go look at my high score, I think I had like 41,000, or maybe it's 49,000. I don't know, but the highest guy had like 55,000, so I wasn't that far out for first place.
Right.
But everybody I talked to said it's very difficult without that spinner. So, all kidding aside, that I would love to have that ability to do that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. And guys, when it comes to leaderboards, since we're talking about it, let's find out. Steven, who was best in class?
I don't know. Who was best in class? Monkeys hit it.
What up, dudes? For the weekends of July 26th through July 28th, let's take a look and see who was best in class. Now, we did have 4 great games, variety of games on our leaderboard competition, including Black Widow, Liberator, Burger Time, and Voltric. Taking a look here, don't forget, guys, you're playing your leaderboard event games to win BYOG hours, and not only that, but also to win a Legends Gamer or a Legends Ultimate. Taking a look first at Black Widow, Vader, number 1, 446,000, smoked the competition, but followed up by Xanthius, Meatball Saucy, AJ Summers, and Brian Zamborski. Taking a look at Liberator, Vader again topped the charts, number 1, followed far behind by Meatball Saucy, AJ Summers, and Rehab Submarine, which is our player ID handle of the week. Love that name. And Tuscan Gamer. Taking a look at Super Burger Time, although Tuscan Gamer finished number 5 in Liberator, Tuscan Gamer finished number 1. Super Burger Time. This competition was really close. Look at those top 5 scores. Meatball Saucy, AJ Summers, Doc McScruffins, and Paul Kearns rounding out your top 5. And last but not least, taking a look here, guys, we had in Valtric, Todd Wegman, number 1 with Matt's Arcade, followed far behind by FSS, No Quarter, Z06 Tim. However, it does appear there could have been an error in scores on Valtric. A lot of these scores are going to be deleted per an announcement by AtGames. So I'm pretty sure next week we're not going to see that. So great stuff by all you gamers. Congratulations. Enjoy your BYOG hours. And don't forget, guys, you're playing to win a Legends Gamer or a Legends Ultimate. Keep going. You guys really are best in class.
All right, man.
Nice.
Hey,
nice.
You got some new games that you want to talk about with everybody, and there's been some updates, right?
Yeah, guys, speaking of leaderboards, I don't know if you guys noticed, pay attention to the AtGames corporate Facebook page. Make sure you follow that as well as join their official fan pages on Facebook. AtGames announced that they've pinpointed several games that had errors in scores where like 11 million in points, things of that nature. And those scores are going to be deleted. I guess they've found a way to fix it. So just a heads up there. What I love about AtGames is they're always paying attention, and when they see these things, they do their best to get them fixed as quickly as possible. But also, guys, when it comes to, we have more leaderboard games coming out this weekend. So for this weekend's leaderboard contest, for you guys to get your practice in, we have Astro Fantasia, which is, I love that game, that vertical shooter. Then you have Canyon Bomber, Congo's Caper, and this is the one I'm going to spend the most time on this weekend, Lunar Lander, which we kind of talked about that on our last show, Steve, and I love that game. So
Glenn's going to probably put up a good challenge with you on that.
Yeah, I accept his challenge. So yeah, guys, make sure you practice those games. You have a couple of days to do so before the leaderboard event kicks in. And don't forget, guys, you're going to possibly win a Legends Gamer or BYOG hours. Now, speaking of more awesome games to play on your system, one thing we love doing is streaming on the Legends. And not only do we love doing it, so do you guys in the community. So we got a streaming on the Legends submission from a community member. And if the monkeys in the truck could roll it for us.
Oh,
Steven.
I can't wait. I love this one.
Hats off to community member Steve Noah for sharing this with us. This is Downwell, only $4 on Steam today. This is a vertical shooting game, and it's presented in a unique palette of colors, just black, red, and white, and it's a fun game. He had a blast playing it and showing us this on our community fan pages, and we definitely wanted to share it with you folks on Legend Center. Check it out. If you like vertical scrolling shooter games, you're going to like Downwell. Thanks so much, Noah.
Wow.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, what I wanted to ask you, Stephen, because that game, as you saw in the clip, guys, it only comes with 3 colors, black, red, and white. And I never heard of Downwell before until our community members shared it on the fan page, which, guys, keep sharing games, because we all want to play cool games. And if you know of a cool game, share it. That way we can, share it with everybody else. But Steven, what do you think about playing a kind of a modern game, but it's only got red, black, and white as colors? What do you think about that?
I'm thinking. How long do you want me to think for?
That's enough. I hope.
Oh, okay. So
did
you want a response?
Hamster fall off the wheel?
Yeah,
did the hamster fall off the
yeah,
wheel?
kind of did it, derailed it. But no, hey, it's good for colorblind people.
Oh, come on.
I mean, what do you want me to say? What do you want?
Say something like it's innovative and cool.
Wait, I got it.
Mixed with modern.
I got it. It's innovative. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's mixed with modern. It kind of resembles Darth Vader a little bit. Has Darth Vader colors, so I kind of like that a little bit. It's retro.
Awesome.
It's new school. Is that good? You like that?
Yeah, that's great. That's great. All right. You know what I think we should do? We should just move on and let you guys see who our player of the week is for this week.
It's me.
Okay, guys, let's find out who was our player of the week. Now, this particular week, we actually had a fantastic community member named Daniil, and Daniil played several of the online leaderboard games, not the contest games, but several of the actual online leaderboard games. Don't forget, guys, AtGames has about 60 games compatible with our online, and Neil was able to obtain the top spot in Canyon Bomber, 483 points. Congratulations, Neil. As well as in the same week, Neil was able to take the top spot in Chameleon, 39,400 points, taking a big lead in both categories. Congratulations, Neil. Thanks so much for keeping the community informed. Thanks so much for playing all the leaderboard games. You, sir, with your great success this week, you are our play of the week.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Nowhere in that segment did I see my name or my picture or any of the games that I played.
Did you actually play a lot of games this weekend?
I played Akari Warriors for many, many hours. I should have been on there as the guy that beat PDubs. The player of the week.
I think a lot of people could hold that candle. Unfortunately, I just haven't had a lot of time. I haven't had a lot of time to game lately, man. I want a game.
What if I got cast? If I got cast to come on and chat with me while I played games, could I then make player of the week?
You'd be player of the year.
Is that a challenge? Is that a challenge? That may be a challenge that she might be willing to. How do you know?
Because she doesn't like you.
She doesn't have to like me. She could just come on and just to make you look stupid.
Yeah, it's not that hard to make me look stupid, that's for sure.
Well, he said it, folks, not me.
But guys, that's pretty much the show today. Make sure you subscribe to the Tech Buzz and PDubs. Make sure you leave your comments and feedback below. Let us know your favorite games. Let us know what you think about winning BYOG hours for participating in 5-second memes and things like that. Make sure you get your emails submitted with your content to legendcentertv@gmail.com. Man, I'm running out of breath here, Steven. What else did I forget?
I don't know, but why are you ending the show? They haven't scaled back on the Zoom. And there it goes.
There it goes.
Final thoughts and farewell.
All right.
Make sure you say Steven's the best.
Steven's the best, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with that pinball.
We'll see. We'll never know.